What's up, YouTube?
You so fucking dry.
We not doing this tonight. What's up, guys?
Hi.
Thank you guys for tuning in. First and foremost, we want to thank our subscribers.
Hi,
Keep subscribing.
Like, share, comment, and ring that notification for
Yes,
the bell.
all of that. Now, before we get into our drink about the topics for tonight, got a question for you.
What's your question?
You got your drinks ready?
I don't know. Let me see what it's about.
Oh yeah, let's taste. Okay, that's pretty good. You got your smokes ready? You know what's next, right? Let's get these shots in, shall we? Yes. Salud got... No salud? No salud? She was like, bitch, I'm parched.
I am. Salud.
Woo.
That should have been iced.
It should have, but it wasn't. All right, guys. So before we get into the show, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers
Happy
out
Mother's
there,
Day
all the
to
stepmothers
all the
out there,
mothers.
the aunts, the aunties,
The godmother.
all of that. You guys
Happy
deserve
Mother's
your
Day.
day. Enjoy it. And I want to say congratulations and good luck out there for all of our graduating
Class of
2023. Yes.
Ah.
All right. Woo.
Woo.
Now, the shot just came back on me. So with all that being said, we are going... I'm going to let you get it out your system. You good? You want to keep going? All right.
I'm so emotional, y'all. I got so many babies that's graduating this year. I feel like I done a good job of raising.
Yeah, we all did a great job. All right, so...
Dry bitch.
Alright, so for tonight's Drink About Topics, it's going to be kind of a Mother's Day show, but kind of a debate about race.
What?
A little bit.
Say what?
Just a little debate about race. Alright, so we scrambled through the comments and we pulled out some of you guys' comments or questions, have you? And we have a question. Why do you think it's difficult for black men and black women to come together and create generational wealth? Good question, by the way.
It is, but what do you mean by generational wealth? I mean, are we producing offsprings to be a generation wealth?
I mean, what you do today affects what happens tomorrow and so on and so forth. So I think they're asking, do you think there's a problem with... Now, I don't want to say that they're trying to get the races back. How can I say this?
Without politically hurting people?
Yeah. How can I PC say this?
PC say that.
It's like they're trying to... What is the word? I want to say... I don't know what the word is. I don't know
So
what
what
the
you
word
think
is
they're
right
trying
now.
to put us back to one race and only one race, that we shouldn't
I think
mix culture?
I think that's what is trying to go to.
So, I mean, honestly, we cannot, as human beings, you can't help who you love.
You can't.
And you can't help who you have your offsprings with to create the generation.
I mean, you can,
but
if you be more selective. You can't help who you have babies with if you're more selective.
if you're more selective. I guess that's the difference between you and I. You know, I placed my pocketbook.
What? What?
I placed my pretty pocketbook.
Oh, you being nasty. Okay. Let's drink about that real quick, and I'm gonna light this up. We gotta light up. We gotta light up because
okay.
It's a couple questions you guys gave us that are doozies, and some of them we just gonna bypass and just talk. But I mean, we got them down for you. We got a question. Do you think women take men's struggles seriously?
Do you?
Do I think that? Do I think that women
I
take?
think you said a silent no.
No. I mean, I think. I mean, okay, because these topics will make me sound as holy-ish.
Holy-ish.
But I don't. It's y'all see I'm stuttering over here. It's not that women don't consider men's feelings when they're struggling with something. It's just that if we acknowledge it, I don't know. I mean, I can't answer that because
she's a hoe. I'm gonna answer it.
Please do. Because she just
For me, speaking on my part, I can take a man's struggle seriously when he's ready to be vulnerable in the moment and discuss his struggles.
Okay, and that's another
and
thing.
Everything with me,
There's
I'm gonna be open.
men out there that are not in tune with their oneness to even be vulnerable enough to tell you about their struggles because they're trying to keep this facade up that I'm the protector, I'm the head of the household, I can do all this, and you know they put aside their feelings.
But my thing is this: if you sit down and talk, I'm gonna take your struggle seriously. Yeah, I don't need you to put up this facade that you're the king of the castle.
You gotta understand that if a man does not raise a young man and then tell them how to deal with what they're feeling inside, and it's okay to let someone in and talk to someone. And I was talking to you earlier about the same subject. I was watching, I forgot what I was watching, but I was telling you, I was like, I can see, what?
I keep going.
I could see why brotherhood and
some frat show you was watching. Huh?
Yeah, some frat show I was watching, and I saw how, because I think it was Queer Eye. I want to say it was Queer Eye. I love Karamo. I want to say it was Queer Eye, but I as I was watching it, I noticed how strong their bond was, and I could hear a woman in my ear was like, "Oh, he'll drop anything for his friend and won't do it for me." And I was looking at this fraternity, and I saw how strong their bond was, and they literally sit and talk about what's on their minds. Like, they have that safe haven that, you know what I'm saying, their homeboy is not going to judge them.
That's a good thing, because the brotherhood is okay. Even though it's a fraternity group, come on, it's brotherhood. We're gonna keep it quiet. We're gonna discuss it, everything.
That sounds a little sus, but
suspectable
a little bit. So we're gonna keep it quiet. Like,
I'm just saying, for that part of when they have brother, you go speak with your brother about your personal life and all the things, and it's good though. You know, the movie, several movies had it, but Why Did I Get Married?
Shout out to my plug too.
She always shout out.
Only when it's good. Only when it's good. Good job.
Okay, so for example of that, Why Did I Get Married? Those brothers was in a fraternity group, and they all went and got their things, and they all kept quiet of what they did. That's what I mean by keeping it secretive amongst men. You know, the brotherhood and the men, because women's, we keep a lot of shit secret amongst our girls. If we have a good communication like that.
If you have a good team of people behind you,
Right.
Like,
so,
okay, we're gonna drink about that real quick.
this I never want to get deep.
I can't do it. It keeps fucking leaking on me. It's not that I don't want to get deep. That's not all it. It's that the things I want to say.
Say them, honey. Here.
Is
Here.
the things I want to say may not come out the way that I meant for them to come out. So some things I'm just gonna think it.
Think about what? For what?
All right. So we have more questions, guys. Do you believe that a man would love to sit down and discuss their feelings and aspirations with a black woman, but feel like someone in another race would take it more seriously?
I mean, well, look what happened throughout these past recent decades. In a black whole household, and the man is telling his black woman, about everything what's going on, his feelings and aspirations and goals and intentions, et cetera, and you be like, yeah, right. Okay,
That they don't believe it, like, oh, you say this, but you don't do that type shit.
Right,
Like they don't
like,
have their
okay.
back and don't believe in them type shit.
Right, and you steady gonna creep on the other side, he might do the other shit too, which is why it brings down to, well, damn, if I can go to the next one, and who's giving me that pillow talk that I want to hear and I want to enjoy, where I can open up and be very intimate with.
I look.
A lot of us black women or men lack intimacy. We don't want it no more.
Because that's not what's popping right now.
Girl, fuck what's popping.
Oh no, because that's what they do. It's, bitch. I know. Okay, we were just in my room just talking, right? And I was looking at TikTok. I think we both zoned the fuck out. But I was like, why don't other females want females to be happy? Like, why do you not like every song is telling you don't need this nigga? You know, it's just
honestly
derogatory against niggas, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, community. Why? Yeah, but
I mean, honestly,
I was like, why do y'all can have a nigga, but why can't I have a nigga? Why can't I be happy? You happy?
Right? Why can't I let you have a man?
Yeah, I ask you this all the time. Like, bitch, why you don't want me to be happy?
I never said I didn't want to be happy.
But some, and people get these wrong all the time.
Okay, break it down.
Okay, so when I'm single,
I'm slow for the people in the back.
So when I'm single, for example, I want you to be single.
Right. Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like when I went on my my hiatus of
no dick.
Exactly. I wanted you to go on that journey with me because misery
loves company.
It does.
And I told you, I said, I'm not going to put my pussy on hold for your hiatus. No. The fuck I look like?
It's like...
You on train A, I'm on train B.
It's like, if I'm happy, I want you to be happy. But if I'm miserable, I want you to be miserable type shit.
Okay, and also...
And I think the black man senses that.
Okay, and don't they put it down?
Like, you know what, let me... And I wanted to talk to Bam Bam because both were
Bam Bam
another race. You know what I'm saying? It's like you were dating black chicks up until me, and then once that dissipated, everybody else was something else.
Well, you can't, I mean, like I said, you can't help who you possibly may fall in love with.
I get that.
Regardless of their nationality background.
Yeah, I get, trust me, I get that because I'm international.
But the way you said, yeah, it's a little degraded how you stated it.
That's why I said some things I'm trying to keep in my head.
But
because
I understand where you're coming from. And
I mean, I don't hate it.
No,
I want to understand it more.
You want to understand it more. Okay, so therefore that goes back to understanding more. You should know more because you have biracial kids.
I do.
So you stepped out of dating a black man and not keeping the quote generational wealth. You went and made it a coherent generational wealth.
Okay, but I don't want to sound like an asshole.
Sound like an asshole.
I don't want to sound like an asshole.
Y'all, she's a bitch.
I don't want to sound like an asshole. But this is the thing. When you live in a small town.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
When you live in a small town and everybody's related. I've seen so many stories that, like, that's why I went outside. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who my cousins are. You know what I'm saying? Just because we see you at a family reunion don't necessarily mean, you know what I'm saying?
That we really
second cousin on down, it don't really matter. But I'm just that's that South coming out of me. I'm just saying.
I may be from the South, but I'm not a kiss and cousin movement. That's not my category. That's not my story. That's not my line. To each his own. But no.
I'm just saying. So when you look at it like that, if you live in a small town and everybody's related, wouldn't you want to go venture out? Because I know for a fact that I'm not related to this nigga. I know for a fact.
Well,
so that was my reason for stepping. And then I realized that I like that. I prefer that over. I've had some amazing black men in my life. I had a lot of assholes, but had some amazing black guys that treated me the way that I wanted to be treated and all of that, but I could not
settle down with them.
Understand what I'm saying? It's like this is.
But you looked in the other one, and you know I've always been I love my ethnicity. I mean, come on, the background is a mixed culture, so damn, I'm not gonna sit up here in front that each culture is not an asshole of men that I might encounter.
Yeah, because I've met plenty of Hispanic assholes, plenty of white assholes.
Plenty Dominican assholes, plenty Jamaican assholes, plenty Trinidadian assholes, plenty Ghanese assholes.
It's just that asshole gene that runs into.
And the Dutches, and the Germans, and the Irish.
I'm just saying.
Ginger is always a good taste in your mouth. It helps the body. It does. Yeah. So
I love gingers.
I do.
It's just okay because it's just personal preferences at that, and you can't fault someone
for having
having
we are
preferences.
faulting our own.
We are
though.
We are. It's like you can't have a real conversation if you're not like 100% representing your culture.
And
you know what I'm saying? If you're a man, by all means, yes, you can do whatever and you can represent your culture. But if you're a woman, look how they doing what's her face that said she wouldn't date a bus driver. Now she just because I don't know if that's her husband or whatever.
They said she was engaged to a white man.
Yeah, and
allegedly.
No, I seen the picture. They're cute together. They're beautiful. But just because she's outside her race, now what she's saying is invalid. What she's saying doesn't have stock because she's dating or being engaged to a white. If that was a man engaged to a white woman, it would.
I mean,
it's the double standards for me.
It is because it's like how, and you have to put out those who want to talk about double standards. So she want to come out here, but she justified her reasoning of what she stated, why she stated, and she was just saying in today's demographic.
And you have a lot of
a reason why we can't sit and hold conversation, even though because, okay, so look at what's going on. And it still is. That man sharing his aspirations, his dreams, his accomplishments, his goals, whatever.
And then he might be with a bitch and be like,
and run
I'll
off and
see
take
it when
right.
I'll see it. And those are the unsupportive, and that is few and far in between. It's not like every black woman is like that, but because he ran through a lot of black women like that, he has a sour taste in his mouth.
Well, see, that's you know, like I always say, be careful who you fuck with. I'm not gonna let every darn penis come drop up a semen inside me when that semen ain't properly right. The same way that penis need to be aware about that vagina he's messing with and knowing that it sometimes don't go out right. So it's not going. It's like this.
We talked about that earlier too. Let's drink about this subject and see what else our subs got us wanting to discuss.
Catch me on after show. It's gonna be live.
Do you think black men look for companionship and black women look for compatibility? That's a good question.
It's vice versa for me because everybody's always looking for that compatibility of that individual, but wanting the comparison.
I think a lot of people are settling. And I'm not gonna say it in an asshole way. I promise. I think a lot of people are settling because they believe they hit that wall,
and they can't knock it down.
And
they can't knock it down.
Whatever comes, because I still believe I'm not gonna get with some. I want someone that I want, not. Okay, I'm not gonna even say that.
Say it.
I'm not, because I've been really testy lately, and I've been a real bitch lately. So some things I can't just let fly out my mouth. I got to actually think about what I'm actually trying to say.
Okay, what are you trying to say?
I'm not going to lower my standards just because. You laughing?
Oh my God!
It's not funny, because a lot of people do, because they feel as though they hit that wall. They gotta take whatever dick that wants them.
Well,
no.
Remember that good old song?
Nope.
I know you do. I know you do. A piece of man
is better than no man at all. And Betty was totally wrong. I was singing that song today, and I was like, nope. Because a piece of no. Why would I want a piece of man when this man is offering me all? I don't want a piece of. That's back in the day where you had what, if you married this person, you with this person, you in there for the thick and thin. Even though this nigga got a family two doors down from you, it doesn't matter. This is my man. Oh, you want?
Okay, so
didn't Betty want to fight somebody over this nigga? The same nigga, was it Betty?
Girl, no, it was Barbara.
Oh, it was Barbara. Okay, it was Barbara. That's what women did back in the day. Like, we gonna stick through.
They still do that.
Who?
Who? Girl, girl, listen.
These niggas had whole families on these hoes.
And see, that's the
thing.
They
still work.
But see, girl, now, for the Mother's Day edition now, because I'm finna get real headed right now.
Okay.
As a woman, we see that when we were younger. You see that in the generation today. They'll fight over a piece of dick and a pussy real quick.
But
they'll shoot over the shit for.
When you was
they'll
younger,
shoot over for respect.
You ain't
about
sit
that.
there and look and be like, you literally letting this nigga do X, Y, and Z to you, and you still stick. And then you in the back of your mind. That's not love, son.
I love him and I support him, and I know he's just going through a lot right now. And this is the way he lashes out.
When you go through some shit.
So how you gonna sit up here and tell me I'm wrong for how I'm feeling about
loving?
Oh
no, I would never tell anyone that they are wrong about how they're feeling. It's just that
I'm glad to have a piece of that man's
no, fuck. That's how you get murked. I'm just saying, like, no.
I'm glad to have a piece of that man's time.
No.
So how you gonna knock me for wanting a piece of this man's
That's
time?
you. If you want 10% of that nigga.
Oh, let's go back. You talking about 10%.
If you want 10% of that nigga, by all means, do you, Barbara. I'm just saying. Y'all already know you getting 60% of me. You can't get the whole 100.
Why?
You can't, because bitch, I need some me for me too.
So you can't be 100% and deliver.
I need
100%?
some me for me too.
So you telling me you can't do 100%?
I can give you 75
Oh,
tops.
she done jumped up 15%.
75 tops. But you can't get 100 of me. And that's so, and it's ass backwards because I want 100 of you. And I know it. I know it's ass backwards.
Oh
Just because I this is what I want don't mean that's what I'm going to get. You want 100% of me, but that don't mean you going to get it.
You get 100%.
No, you
You
get
do.
75.
You give 100% in other areas of
In
your life.
other areas, but when listen, everybody know when it's time for you to just be like, look.
See, that's when you get pieces.
If you can't, like, look.
You get pieces.
I'm going to need at least
You get
5 hours of no you. That's that 25% for me. I'm gonna need, give me 5. Go hang out with your friends. Go play some ball or something. Give me 5. Just because I don't need that much to recharge. Just sometimes I just need to remember who I am, and I need to take that time for me.
Okay, so
because it's a lot of women that neglect them.
They do.
Neglect it because it's all about him. It's about the kids. It's about the house. It is all about that too. But you know what? 25% of me is gonna shut the fuck down. It's just about me right now.
Okay, so can we have, even though you said 25, you want 5%, or 5 hours, 4 hours, will you feel like that man want to do the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so therefore,
much obliged. Yes, okay, sir. So, I will leave the house for 5 hours, baby. Text me when you want me to come home, because we all need that me time. We all.
Okay, so what if the
I
5 hours you into the 6 hours?
But I could hate you at the same time. Like, nigga, give me space. Like, I'm clingy. I'm clingy when it comes to a relationship, but only when I want to be clingy.
So, for me, I do 100. And yes, I do want your time. And do. And
I want all that too.
Yeah, and I do want my break. So, they might, me, I give 100. I'm gonna give you 100, and I want you to give me 100.
It's unrealistic to think that you can give 100 to everybody in your life. If you have kids, you gotta give the kids some. You got a husband, or your husband some, or your whatever. You gotta split you up into so many fucking pieces for everybody else. I'm going to get my time. I don't care if I have to sit in the parking lot with the music blasting and just sit in there. Exactly. Just, it's me time.
It's me. And
it's
honestly, but I still do. Even when I give my 100 to everyone, I will tell you, hey, my cutoff time, I gave you all of me. My cutoff time is now. And my mate, whoever I'm dealing with, understands that. So he understands. He'll give me like 4 or 5. I already tell him straight up. If we're gonna live together and make a relationship.
Exactly. If you if you waking up and this nigga in your face like this, and you go to sleep and this nigga in your face like this, and you wake up in the same thing, bitch. Listen, I'm gonna sleep on the couch tonight. Like, it's nothing wrong. It's just that, you know what? Let me wake up to nothing. Just like, I don't want to wake up. I mean, it's lovely. Don't get me wrong. Good morning, beautiful. I would love that every day. At least 6 days a week.
6?
At least 6.
Why not 7?
Because that's my me time.
Even if like text, I still want to hear that.
What's a Sabbath? You need to.
Honestly, you know what? It's, why we're talking about that? It's so funny because my colleagues, well, I can't say my colleagues, my associates
Almost choked. I almost fucking choked. My mouth been watery lately. God dang.
My goodness, honey. My associates, they listen. I tell them straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Every guy I encounter, I tell them straight up. Listen, I can't give you. I'm honest with them. I can't.
If you have multiple.
No, honestly, I'm being truthful. I tell them straight up, I can't give you a fully 100%.
You can't.
And all that. No, because the more they
depending on how many you fucking with, you can only give them a slight percentage.
Sometimes 5-10%. But that's the reason of when I say that, because when I give 5 or 10%, that's just like if we're encountering one another and having that moment. Yeah, you get a little.
This bitch paying tithe right now. I don't give you 10%, bitch. Hey, put my finger up and leave the room.
You damn right. That's tithes. Hey, this is the church. Hey, you gotta pay your dues.
She about to get fucking struck. I ain't doing this with you right now. Let's talk about this. I don't even know which question that we was on of you guys, but I think we veered off real quick.
Oh my god! We veered straight to.
I think all the questions that we picked out from you guys is all based on race and whatnot, and I don't understand it, but we gonna be there.
Well, yeah, it was a lot there.
You guys got a good one. Hold on.
Which one?
Do you think men don't think they can be sensitive around black women because they will be seen as weak?
Excuse me. That was a long, deep word. Silently. And this bitch smacking ice. The fuck is wrong with this? I
forgot it. Do you think black men don't think that they can be sensitive around black women because they be seen as weak? Okay. Let me tell you. I don't think I can be sensitive around a black man. Listen. People, period. But listen.
Who was just talking about it?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. My short-term memory sucks.
Short-term. Calculation.
Yeah, what's up?
How many dicks had you had? 10 years ago.
A lot. I think black women were raised to carry. Remember when we were talking about camels and mules? Black women were raised to take on everything and don't complain about it. Because even if you complain about it, ain't shit gonna happen. Now, we don't see what the black men go through because we not black men. And we don't know how they act or feel. Because, one, they don't tell us. And I think we did talk about this, but we're going to go back
honestly,
in it for a little bit.
I've seen that, how... And I had a conversation, remember I told you I had a conversation with a young generation some shows ago. And when what I witnessed and I saw, I had to go, see what I witnessed and seen. And when I looked at it, I was like, damn, this ain't even breaking nothing. It's like, how you gonna say you such and such a strong black woman that know how to raise a strong black man and your strong black queen, daughter? I don't understand that. Like, but when it's out in their daily lives of how to cope in today's world, it is a different movement for how in today's culture in the workplace, when you see a black man and a black woman working in certain workplaces, it's very different of how the black man has to handle himself in a duck accordingly, such as the black woman.
The black woman, because she get out of turn. She's the angry black chick.
Yes, she's the angry
she's
black
the aggressor.
Woman. Yes, the aggressor. Like, oh, we don't know where she's coming from.
But just like we have that, the black man has it.
He has it hard.
He has
like
it
us.
Hard. We don't know if it's harder because there's that male ego.
Well, you know, there's
that male pride.
It can be. It depends on how. Because I've encountered a lot of intelligent black men working, even though those who are very educated to semi-educated to uneducated. And when I look at what I've seen in the whole broad aspect of how they were brought up in their household, I'm like, wow, even though with the single one who's been raised by a single mother or a single father.
I like how you're doing that because that segue is going to be amazing. Keep going.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, because
hey, I'm about to lose my train of thought. Short-term memory. Anywho, so, like I was saying, when I look at that, I'm like, wow. Then it's like when you are offspring to who have a higher corporation level and you don't know what your parent knows, and it's like it brings that child up, male or female, into where they have to conduct themselves accordingly. So yeah, the strength and the weakness of this generational wealth, it is a generational wealth that I've seen. It's a wealth of uncomplicity, uncomplex. They don't know themselves no more because our parents don't know themselves, because no one can be truthful no more in their household with their kids and say X, Y, and Z, because it's like, wow, I'm going to be shunned. And it's like, yeah, this generation, well, it's still beautiful. Ugly beautiful. And why I say ugly? Because where's the growth? We still teach how you to fuck, trick, motherfuckers, suck, kill for money, hustle for money in all shape, form, fashion. But we're not showing you how to make your money lounge. Make your money stretch. Cause some of us, we have brought that stillness to stubbornness. And I'm gonna be better than this other generation I was. But are you really? Because when you come in the workplace, do you know how to conduct yourself as a civilian, a civilized individual? You know, and the gremlins. Remember you said
this bitch brought back. You know what? Because I was waiting for her to finish. She's talking about at least 8 different topics in that one little rant, and I'm just sitting here listening, like. And then she said gremlins. I knew it was over. Like, this bitch done. She done forgot what her first fucking objective was, and she just went on a fucking rant. It's okay. Listen. If you guys are true subs, you know this bitch takes rants and
honestly, it's like, what the fuck, like, oh.
Okay, so we're gonna make a segue real quick, and this is a Mother's Day topic.
It
is because remember back in the day when the elders were revered, like we put the elders. I ain't gonna say we as in America, but over there.
I mean, into our,
you know what I'm saying. But we respected our elders, and as we were coming up. And saw that how our parents raised us and how our parents were struggling, right. And how our parents did everything in their power to make sure that we
were comfortable.
Exactly. And then coming up, we made sure our kids, we did the same thing that our parents did.
Some of us
did the same thing our parents did, but instead of our children being revering us and putting us like, you know what, you sacrificed so much, let me do this, let me do X, Y, and Z for you. But now we have a generation of children that are saying, I struggled, and if you're not on your P's and Q's by this day and age, that's on you. I'm not helping you. There's a lot of children that are like, just like this generational parents are saying, fuck these kids. The kids are like, fuck these parents. Because I get it. Because what we saw as discipline and getting our ass whipped for being disobedient, you guys saw as abuse. And it was abuse. Don't get me wrong, it was abuse. But it was also you spare the rod.
But you know what? Because sometimes when you raise a child, they have both of you and they dad.
Yep.
So if both of y'all got slick ass mouths, don't think your child ain't gonna have a slick ass mouth and a slick ass mind to manipulate their actions to get what they want.
All 4 of my kids are great manipulators.
I wonder where they get it from.
It could be either one. It could be either. Ain't even gonna lie. It could be either one. But I'm just saying, it's just this generation of parents and children is.
You
still have those children that be like especially if they are raised in a single household.
Right, and that how that's what I'm saying for the black mothers.
Not only because there's some ghetto white ones.
Oh no, okay.
Well, this is why I was trying to keep my mouth shut because I didn't mean ghetto white ones, but I meant like.
No, I understand what you're saying. Okay, there's some good.
And I'm sorry if it offended anybody.
It's not offensive.
If you're from the South, you know.
No, it's like
even North.
It's across the board, so it is what it is. Yeah, with these ghetto ass Caucasians. Asian.
Yeah, they getting cocky too.
Pacific Islanders.
Listen.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Listen.
Damn, did I forget one? West Indians.
Listen,
yeah.
Cause that sounds shitty. What we just said sounds shitty, and we apologize if we offended anybody. But all the ones that she described.
That's no offense.
It's like a stereotypical black woman.
Hold on. So therefore,
it's like I'm just saying they act like stereotypical black women. Not the norm, but the stereotypical black woman.
No, they're acting just like the stereotypical ways of what they were taught upon.
That too, because
so how can I sit up here and say everybody like oh this and that? No, I love my women. Don't get it twisted. And everything, but come on, women of color and different ethnicities, it should be uniting. It should not be deteriorating one another. Oh, you can't love them. Let me come over here and show them our ways, because we still have our ways of pleasing a man, understanding this and that. No, you do. At the end of the day, you had the same.
There's a lot of coming togetherness.
Right, so now, honestly, I love when we had, it was Women's Day last month. Excuse me, Women's Month.
Yeah. I just love when women just bring each other up. Yeah,
and come together.
Let's lift each other up because, and then I think that's what the men of the Red Pill Society. Trust me, I am not a fan of the Red Pill Society, but I feel as though just it's the same thing, but they're going about it like a fucked up way. You know what I'm saying? Because we can lift each other up without tearing them down.
And so this was how it goes when we was out and about and everything early too. Just to give a prime example, they was like, "Oh, you understand our language."
Oh yeah, when we was at the
yeah. And I said, "Well, I understand a lot of languages." And they was like, "Oh,
yeah,"
and everything like, "No, I
go to the nail shop with this bitch. So you gonna know what all them saying." I'm just saying.
What shit?
I'm just saying.
And then they want to be nosy. Yes, they have a certain lingo tatted on my body that certain of those cultures know what it means. Hey.
Because if you know what was in my head.
What was in your head?
When you said that. And I know you. I'm just saying. I don't know. Okay. Let's see what else. You got something from somebody?
No. Oh, this is...
What is so funny? I just took a handful of you guys' questions.
This question came earlier today for me. Mm-hmm. And it really brought the Mother's Day edition to the life. it was so funny. It was like, you know how our mothers teach us so many ways to love our sisters.
Yeah.
But when we don't have that sister bond, only just to have, we have that sister bond when it comes time for motherhood, but we don't have that sister bond in everyday life.
I think because it's more comfortable because if you're a mother, you can understand another mother, and it's easier when you understand what that person is going through because you've been through it, and you can bond over that. Now, when it comes to women bonding with other women, if they don't have a common...
I said sisterhood. We done went there.
That's the same.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Fucking womanhood.
Okay.
If we don't have a common goal or a common denominator that's gonna bring us together, then it's like... Okay. Say that you liked racing cars. You are all about the speedway. I don't really Daytona 500, whatever. If you're that and I'm not, we can't bond over that. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't have the same interests.
But as my sister,
yeah, I'm like, all right, Daytona 500, have fun.
But I would want you to come and attend and
yeah,
show
and that's how men are.
Right.
That's how men are. Trust me, I'm a football fanatic, and if I get with a man who don't care, then that's very rare. But I've come across a lot of men who don't even like football. When it comes football season, you can't get mad at me when I'm hanging with my homeboys and we watching football and we at the bar and we do, because that's my interest. If you don't have the same interest, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, opposites do attract still.
Okay. We gonna go into our after show, guys. Thank you for watching to the end. As always, keep subscribing.
Y'all remember to ring that bell. Click on it.
Keep liking. Come on, guys. We're almost there. Let's get us to the top. Yes.
Hold on. Hey. Do you smell that?
Might.
You do?
Might.
Reach that goal for us for
yes,
2.5.
Keep subscribing.
Yes, get us to 2.5. Come on. And trust. Keep going.
It only gets better.
It gets better.
That's what I tell these niggas. I be lying. Have a good night, guys. Bye.